Hey Moon Magic family, welcome back to the channel. In today's readings we are asking Spirit for immediate guidance. What message do you need to know right now, and is there anything that you should have the heads up about for the coming week? I'm actually seeing our three cards already, one here and one here. So these cards are here to help to guide you in. They're our main kind of card in the reading, and we'll draw a rune and a charm as well. So reading number one, you have the Castle. Okay, this is what it looks like. Reading number two, you have the Sustainer. Okay. And reading number three, you have the Kiss. Ooh, okay. So those are our three main cards, and we'll now draw a rune and a charm as well. Let's have a look and see what we have. Okay. You know, I'm feeling really strongly that we're going to have two runes for every one of these readings. So reading one, you have the rune of ice and the rune of movement. Okay, I'm going to put those there. Reading two. Oh, I can feel this one through the bag. How exciting. Okay, reading number two, you have the rune of the spiritual warrior and the rune of protection. Reading three, you have the rune of journey, Rado, and you have the rune of Hagelas, disruption. Ooh, wow. I keep going, ooh, wow. But there are just these, they're feeling very tingly, very exciting, your readings today. They really are. Let's draw a charm for each one as well. So reading number one, you have two swans, the little charm of two swans that form a heart shape when they come together. I hope you can just see that maybe. Reading number two. Okay. You just have the symbol of love. And reading number three. You have the sand dollar. Okay. I hope you can see that. Okay. I'm going to leave the video running for just a few minutes for you guys, in case you need just that little bit longer. I know sometimes people find that more than one reading is reaching out to them. If that is the case, I would trust your gut instinct, trust your intuition, and look at both, because sometimes in these weekly readings you'll find that one reading is bringing a message about one particular area of your life, and another message is about a different area of your world. So you may find there's more than one speaking to you. I'll leave the video running for just a few minutes, and that just gives you that little bit of extra time, peace and quiet to sort of zone in and really trust your intuition and listen to your own personal inner guidance. Super souls, I'll see you in a few moments in the readings. The timestamps will of course be in the description box, and I'll also put them in a pinned comment for phone users to access really easily. Reading number 1, you have the rune of ice, stand still. This is Isa, and Awaz, the rune of movement. This is really interesting because this feels like a contradiction in energy in some ways, but it's fascinating because so too is the castle. You know, the castle, it's like that saying, an Englishman's home is his castle, and 4 walls can feel safe and secure and solid, but they can also feel like they're holding you back and restricting you when you need to just run wild. The rune of ice, stand still, Isa, is like exactly that, something that could be static or staying in one place, and yet the rune of movement is moving something forwards, gathering momentum. It's got power, it's got movement. So I'm wondering if we are being given the heads up here that something is actually about to significantly shift forwards for you this week. Something is about to open up, bring you a space of possibility. Let's draw more cards for you. Reading number 1, we are asking Spirit, what message does reading number 1 need to hear right now? And can we have the heads up as to what's happening in the coming week, in the coming 7 days? Okay, we have your first card, Grandmother of Love, Granddaughter of Life. Okay. What else do we have here for reading number 1? I'm seeing this card here first, Spark. How interesting. That is a very, very interesting set. I'm going to put our runes down here for a moment, I think. And we do, of course, have these swans. Beautiful swans in a heart shape. I always think of soulmate connections when I see these swans. We have the card of Spark. We have New Beginnings. The energy of new beginnings around you. And we'll draw one more oracle card. May we have information for reading number 1, please. May we ask, please, for, there we are, for reading number 1, more information. And we have the card of Poppy, Dream. Now this is Saturn and Neptune. So this is telling us that something that has previously been either holding you back, it's not even holding you back. Poppy Dream, I feel like, yeah, it's kind of got that flavour of a dream about to emerge. The energy of Saturn is making stuff real. Now, as I am doing these readings, we're not quite there, but we're very, very soon going to be at a first quarter moon. So there's an energy of evaluation. We're approaching an energy of evaluation. We're in a stage of the moon while I'm doing this reading where new beginnings can begin to gather momentum. That's the energy that's around us. And even if you're not watching this reading right as I'm doing it, thank you to those of you who follow the weekly readings for guidance. But if you're coming to this at any time as a timeless reading, we are seeing an opportunity, a gateway open, a shift in some way, something, yeah, literally. I kind of want to say that you're breaking free from something. I'm really sitting in this really interesting space with the energy. It's like something is coming in that you're going to be able to run. You're going to be able to run with it. I think it's going to bring you freedom, liberate you from something. It does feel a bit dreamlike, but it's a dream that can be made into something solid and real. I actually feel, reading number 1, that something is about to present itself to you, if it hasn't already, that is significantly going to take you out of your comfort zone. We need to know far more about this. And I feel like it's going to present you with something. On the one hand, you're going to be thinking, wow, this could be a dream come true. On the other hand, I honestly think you're also going to have a massive wobble. Shall I, shan't I? Will it? You know, when you go into what I would call that preempting place, where you're trying to almost anticipate how it might be. And it's totally anxiety based. It's kind of like, do I dare begin this? Because it might all go wrong, and there's something around you here. Let's draw cards and see, what are we shown here for reading number 1? What's going on around reading number 1? Ace of Cups. You see new beginnings. Ace of Cups. We have a rose here. There's a new relationship to something or someone. We then have Temperance. Okay, so there is an opportunity to make a choice. I'm giggling because actually I sort of feel like, yeah, do you follow the sort of, I don't know, the logical position on this, or do you just say, excuse my language, but I just want to say, oh, bollocks to it, I'm going to do it anyway? It's got that feel about it. It really has. It's that sort of, do you know what the hell? Hey, way to go. What have I got to lose? Well, actually, I think I'm going to lose everything. No, you're not. I'm not suggesting you are, but it does feel like, I feel like something's going to come along and just ignite a spark in you. And it's like it feels irresistible. Okay, it feels absolutely irresistible. It's almost like akin to, gosh, I'm thinking of all sorts of silly examples, but you know, like when you're on a diet and you're doing really, really, really well, and then somebody just offers you opens a box of chocolates, and you were really resolute, and you're like, oh no, the enjoyment is far more important, I'll have the chocolate. And it's not quite that, because it's actually something a bit bigger than that. But I do just feel, yeah, there's someone coming along. It feels tantalizing. That is the word. You have a tantalizing opportunity here. And I feel like you're absolutely you're kind of slightly torn, but I think you're probably, I mean, some of you may err on the sort of, oh, I really shouldn't take the risk. And others will be like, oh, this is irresistible. I've just got to do it. I've just got to go for it and see what happens. May we please have more information? May we please have information for reading number 1? What is this about? What's going on right here and right now for reading number 1? And can we be given the heads up as well as to the I think the overall energy of the week. I feel like this could slightly take over your energy. Again, when you can't necessarily focus on, because something's come along and all you're thinking about is that something, that opportunity. May we have more information for reading number 1, please? Okay, we have the Sun under the Ace of Cups. How interesting. We now have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. Okay. Now that's more cards than I intended. I'm going to take the Six of Cups at the bottom. I'm going to put these to one side. We'll look at them in just a moment. We'll just pop them down here. Okay, so Six of Cups here as well. This looks like an absolutely gorgeous week for you, reading number 1, and yet I could see that you might have a wobble. So reading number 1, let's look at this in more than one way, because this is a general reading. So I want to say something that was stuck is going to move forwards, and it will gather momentum. I do think it could take you out of your comfort zone. I think it could fire you up. I think you could potentially, I think it involves another person. First of all, and first and foremost, I must say that we have the Queen and the King of Wands. Temperance, something is possible that you didn't think was possible before. Something comes back into balance. We have the Sun, and then the Six of Cups. This could even be someone you've known before coming back into your life, reconnecting with somebody. But the energy of new beginnings is around you. And it does feel as if something, for some of you, something you've dreamed of, or for all of you, something you've dreamed of can become possible. So someone coming in, offering you something, I'm seeing here, offering you something of potential. There really is an element of partnership here. Very sparky, very fiery, very passionate. If this is a love connection, very passionate. This could be a relationship of the past where you felt you somehow couldn't see something through. This person comes back into your world and you seriously have an opportunity here to move something forwards. It may even be somebody you've thought of. You know how sometimes you think about someone? Or for some of you, I would say it could be the one that got away. Maybe you thought it would be confining or too just not quite right. The timing previously was not right. There were restrictions around you. We had the Swans. And you didn't feel you could move something forwards previously, but you come back together. If this is a working relationship rather than a passionate relationship, I think there's tons of creativity, tons of potential to collaborate. I'm going to leave these cards to one side just for a moment. I'm just going to put them over here for a sec. I just want to know, can we ask a bit more about the person? I do think it is a definite someone. We've got, you know, the Ace of Cups here. New beginnings. This card indicates you are about to begin a new chapter of your life. Shed, release, cleanse, let go of any obstacles, inner or outer, that prevent you from engaging fully and moving forwards. The time is right for a fresh start and a new beginning. The universe supports your growth. Spark. I really feel like this could be someone you have known before or a missed opportunity. So if this is not about love, it could be a coming back together with someone you've known before or an existing relationship where things haven't been okay. You rekindle something. That fire is lit again. It could be someone coming in, almost like the one that got away, or something was in the way previously. You couldn't be together and now you can. Or if it is some kind of a working opportunity, again, perhaps circumstances weren't right for you to be able to move something forwards. This would be a very creative connection. However you look at it, there's an opportunity here now to bring a dream forwards. Whatever this may be for you. To take something forwards. To trust, to risk, to choose life, to decide you're going to run with it. This is really interesting. I'm very curious. It does involve another person, that's for sure, whatever that context is, friendship or otherwise. Let us look at, you know, can we have more information about this person? Oh my goodness me, we have Queen of Fire. Now this is the equivalent of the Queen of Wands showing up again, but this is very passionate, sparky, creative. This person, and I do think this is, we were asking who's coming in to your world. They are a free spirit. They're very independent. They're very fiery. They're very creative. They're very independent. This is not the kind of person who you could tie down in a traditional sense. I'm not saying that they wouldn't be traditional. We'll ask more about them. So I'm not saying that they wouldn't be someone that you couldn't establish something with, because we have the Sun here. So there's a lot of potential here, new beginnings. And the castle is about solidity. But yeah, let's ask for a little bit more information, please, about this person. Well, we've got the Queen of Fire. Let's draw some more cards and ask, can we have a little bit more information about this person? I'm still going to keep these cards here to one side. May we have more information, please, about this person? Ah, we have the card of the Devil. Okay, so this is interesting. This is very interesting. May we have more information about this person? Seeing a ton of opportunity here. Maybe you kind of chose not to be with them before because you thought maybe they had, I don't know, vices or restrictions around them. I don't think you could previously feel confident about hanging out with them, being with them. Tell me more about this person. Now we have the Four of Swords. I think they've gone away and they've thought about you quite a lot. So whether this is a business partnership, friendship, creative connection. Yeah, I think they have. I don't think you've ever quite been out of their mind, okay? I think you made some very clear choices around this person. I think there were limitations around them. There's always been the spark, always been the passion. What else are we being shown here? We have the Hermit. Yeah, I think if this is somebody returning into your world, I think you chose to be, either they walked away from you because the connection with you felt as if it might be too restricting or in some way too regular for them, or vice versa, you needed something different, you walked away from them because of their vices, or what, there was some aspect of something going on here. But what I'm seeing is, I do think this is someone coming back in who you've known before. It's really fascinating. Okay, now I really do want to ask, and we're going to ask these cards here, what's the potential of this connection? So we have the Knight of Wands. We also have the Two of Wands. So this is suggesting that something can now move forwards, and it could move forwards quite quickly. This is somebody who's considered something. I don't think this person has ever really, and maybe you have never quite let go of the potential of this. Whichever way up this is, that there was such a an interesting paradox both in the runes that we have here, Isa and Awaz, versus the castle, which is also a real card of polarity. It's kind of like, you know, on the one hand, our home, our castle can be really solid, really stable, really safe. On the other hand, it can be really restricting, and sometimes we need to break free and run with it. I think circumstances were not right for this collaboration. Let's call it a collaboration, whether it is to do with intimacy, love. For some of you, it will be a very fiery, passionate kind of sexual connection, if I'm honest. It's that spark is absolutely there. If it is not that, and it's a working alliance, it's a very creative, sparky connection where you could really, you can fire off one another really easily. But something had got in the way. On the one hand, we're seeing that spark through and through and through and through. On the other hand, we're seeing previously something was in the way, there were limitations, restrictions, or somebody didn't really behave well. But I don't think, it's just the devil element. Maybe they weren't really available. Maybe you weren't really available. I want to say it could swing both ways. Everything that I'm saying could swing both ways because we've got this polarity. What we can say is that right at the core of this connection, whether it was a working alliance, a friendship, or indeed an intimate alliance. There was something very sparky around it, real strong connection, but something was in the way of that. Perhaps you were just in different places. One of you wanted a real commitment, the other one really didn't. One of you was ready to move a business venture forwards, the other really wasn't ready. One of you, I don't know, was ready to launch into some entrepreneurial venture, but the other one said, no, I need to keep my roots, I want my stability, I'm going to keep the day job, thank you, I can't really commit to you. It's this kind of flavour. I'm seeing that you parted company somehow. I don't think you have ever not wondered what would have happened if you could have run with it. And what we're seeing in this reading is an opportunity to run with it. What's different is that you're doing it with some awareness. The Two of Wands for me, in a more traditional pack, we see someone coming out of a cave. Some of the traditional packs, we see Chiron, the wounded healer, in the cave. It's like there's a period of contemplation where we go into our cave. The Hermit is very much about that energy. We go into our cave, we reflect, we review, and then we come out ready to surge and move something forwards. I think this is a point when this coming back together it's like the timing wasn't right and now the timing is right. I almost feel like this reading is sitting in two places. It's almost like I could divide it down the middle. We've got this sort of area here, and then we've got this area here. It's kind of like this was the past, this is now, and what you can do with it. I think the time is really potentially right to pick this up and run with it. And this is the energy that's around you. Hence we move from ice, stand still, to the bettering of any situation, Awaz, something moving forwards and gathering momentum. The Castle, something where you just, it's irresistible, it's delicious, you just want to run with it. It's like, do you know what, I can't really let something hold me back, I really need to go for it. New beginnings. The Dream. Yeah, this is a revitalizing something, that it's the revitalization of something that you've already had, wanted, connected with. And if this really is, if this isn't connected to a person, although I do feel for a lot of you it is, if it's a project, something that you shelved, then something's coming in, because, you know, something you shelved, you've never forgotten about it, but suddenly something comes along and the timing is right, and you suddenly see an opening and a doorway, and you think, do you know what, I'm actually going to do this, I'm going to run with it, I'm going to let this take off, and I'm prepared to take off with it. And I think it's going to happen fast. So whether it is if it's a something, it's going to rocket. Absolutely rocket. You're going to be so fired up. But again, even if it's something, I think someone will come along to support you in opening that doorway and taking it forwards. Yeah, somebody coming along and saying, oh, you once spoke about this, are you still interested in working together or doing this, or can I help with that? Something gets rekindled from something, or someone is rekindled from the past, and there is an opportunity to literally to run with it with passion, and I think you're going to see it gather momentum pretty quickly. Wow is the answer. I mean, I know we are now in the timing of this. Obviously, when you find this reading, it is timeless, and you're going to be able to run with it. The message will be right for you at any time. But if you are following these readings week in, week out, and I know some of you are, and thank you so much. It's really awesome to have you guys, you know, as part of the Moon Magic family. For those of you that are running with this and you're watching this reading on the day of my posting it, the timing energetically, astrologically, is amazing. It's totally about firing something up and running with it and being able to take it forwards, seeing exactly what you need to see to be able to literally it's like someone's lit a spark to the, you know, like in those old-fashioned cartoons where there's a a little line of dynamite, and then there's the bomb at the end, which is the magical explosion of something amazing. And it's like someone's lights that little thing of dynamite stuff, and that you see that it's sparky. It's like it's about to fire up and go. Wow. Reading number 1, I'm saying nothing more. I feel your reading is complete for this week. I am so excited for you. Just keep us posted, because whatever this is, man, the opportunity and the timing, it wasn't right before. But it really is. Maybe one of you was too insecure to go with something before, or needed that stability, or just couldn't quite let go, or wow, just, you know, needed to do the day job and couldn't run with this. But wow, this is amazing. I'm just, I'm sitting here thinking, wow, wow, wow. Absolutely amazing. It really, really is. And the energy is so with you astrologically right here and right now. Reading number 1, I'm sending you the biggest hugs ever. Yeah, just keep us posted. You know, keep in touch through the readings ongoing. We'd really love to hear from you. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for your likes, shares, comments. Thank you for subscribing as well, guys. That really helps me to keep putting free stuff into the world. And also thank you for those of you who give back through the super thanks. Thanks of you who are following me on Patreon as well, where I do my all zodiac sign readings and all sorts of other stuff. And yeah, if you would like to get notification of these readings every time I post them, I post pick a card readings on Tuesday, Friday, and these Sunday readings every single Sunday. If when you subscribe you press the little bell icon, everything should come into your stream. I am sending you all the love in the world. Tons and tons of love. Reading number 1. I mean, this is just, oh, wow, wow. Keep me posted. Hey, reading number 2, you have the Sustainer. You also have the Spiritual Warrior. This is a rune that speaks of discernment and protection. So very, very interesting. So Algiz, the rune of protection, speaks of right action. Tewaz of discernment. The Sustainer is an interesting energy, because the Sustainer is the energy of someone who looks after things. But sometimes this can indicate that maybe you could be looking after things at almost like at a cost to yourself, not giving yourself enough love, not protecting your own interests, not being discerning enough as to who you are giving love to. So let's move these runes over and let's draw some cards and see what we're shown as well. Let's draw some oracle cards for you. First, reading number 2, we are asking, please, for Spirit to give us information, a message for reading number 2 right now. And anything that we need to know about the coming week as well. Any heads up on any information that would be important for reading number 2 to know about, please. May we have information for reading number 2. It's this card I'm seeing. Interestingly enough, I think it's also this one. So I'm going to take 2 from this pack for you. Reading number 2. So you have let your world spin on its axis. Okay. And Blue Mother, Yellow Mountain, Gibbous Moon. How interesting. We are, of course, once we move through the first quarter, we will be in the gibbous moon phase. Just thinking about how the energy as I'm doing this reading is connecting in. How interesting. Blue Mother, Yellow Mountain, gibbous moon. So something's happening here that's turning something upside down. Let's draw more cards for you and see what else we are shown. Let's do some oracle cards first for reading number 2. I am seeing this card for you. May we have more information for reading number 2. May we kindly have more information, please. There's your card. Okay, what do we have for reading number 2? What is it that's I was going to say turning your world on its axis. Oh, but do you know, excuse me, I just took an in-breath And you know, when you take an in-breath and it's almost like something goes down the wrong way. How interesting. So cycles of the moon, we have Yarrow harmony, Venus, and then we have storm fields. Wow, what is going on with reading number 2 this week? What is this message that's coming in? Because it's very interesting. What I was about to say was, let your world spin on its axis. This is about you letting something happen. It's not just about something coming in and happening. It's you letting it happen. You allowing something to be given to you. Yeah, having something to hold that you can make into something, you can shape into something. We have these hands here with the clay, a clay ball. I feel like you're about to be offered something of profound potential. And the question is, are you going to move it forwards or not? Yeah, what are you going to do? That's my big question actually here, reading number 2. What are you personally going to do with this? I feel like there's something around you that feels like it's not hanging in the balance. Oh, there's quite a strong connection to reading number 1 in this reading. So if you're drawn to both, go with it. We just need more information. May we have more information for reading number 1, please? More information, a message for them about now. And can we have the heads up as to how the week is going to pan out? What should reading number 1 be on the lookout for? Yeah, if you guys have connected in with my moon month video, you'll know that as we move into March, there's some quite, I wanted to say spiky, but it's not spiky, fiery energy really around. And I do feel when I was doing the moon month readings for all zodiac signs, it was really interesting. You could see the higher energy of those coming through. You know, if you were to run with those, it was kind of like there was real opportunity in the incoming energy to create things, take things forwards. What we are seeing is that there is a decision or a conflict around you. Like I feel like there are storm clouds building, storm fields. So what is this about? What is this about? I'm going to move this over. We have the Hanged Man here. A decision to make. Then we have the 4 of Cups. Okay. We have the 7 of Wands. Okay. It's quite a competitive energy around you. We have the Hierophant and the Hermit. And then we have the Tower. Okay. Right, okay, so I want to say, lovely reading number 2. I move all these cards along. I think that they're all then in the camera, vision of the camera. I feel like the change is inevitable. The question is, the question for me about your reading is not about change coming. Isn't that interesting? I've put the Tower in reverse. Look at that. Now, I don't normally read my cards in reverse. The fact that I've placed it in reverse means we need to look at this. This is opportunity. There's opportunity this week for you to make some very clear choices here. Yeah, like I feel like there's possibly quite a lot of tension around you, and I feel that you're being asked to look at your situation, almost like turn it on its head to be able to see it clearly. You know, looking at it from a different perspective. Very, very, very interesting reading number 2. So I sort of, this is really multi-layered. This is a very powerful week for you. Really, really powerful week for you. I feel like somebody's going to be giving you an opportunity, okay? But it's probably going to come in the form of a challenge or a conflict. The reason there's conflict around this is because it's whether you look after your interests or you look after the interests of someone else. There's something is changing. It may be that this week there is an opportunity for you to turn something on its head, view it from a different perspective, not respond in the way that you would normally respond. No autopilot responses. There's a ton of stuff coming through, and I'm just going to voice all the different bits systematically reading number 2 because it's a big reading. But in the build up to the moon, the full moon, yes, sorry, really clear messages coming through. In the build up to the full moon, the gibbous moon period, we often get quite a lot of heightened emotions in the build up to the full moon. That's the nature of the energy. The purpose isn't so that we can explode and spill over. The purpose is to show us the stuff that really matters, to highlight for us the things that are working for us so that we can run with them, but also to show us the things that aren't. So it's, what are we creating? Are we sustaining anything that is not healthy? And are we sustaining things that are healthy? Are we building solid structures of balance or not? I feel this week, in this build up, so the phase of the gibbous moon, there's something coming into your world. Now, it may be that whatever comes into your world creates a scenario where it turns your world upside down. You are suddenly called to think about, do I run with what I really want to run with, what's right for me, or do I stop and consider doing it in the way that I've previously done? It could be in the form of, do I look after my interests or do I look after someone else's? How do you divide your time? The purpose of this is in many ways exactly that. The purpose of the incoming circumstance is really to get you to be aware of your own balance in life, your own needs, your own entitlement. If something happens this week that you just think this is the last straw, or I'm carrying too much, or I've missed an opportunity that I wanted because I'm so exhausted because I'm giving to everyone else, then that needed to come to light for you to create a shift. The connection to reading number 1, if any of you have been drawn to both, is to do with you prioritizing what's right for you alongside other things that might hold you back. For others, there is literally going to be maybe demands made upon you that are unreasonable. Let your world spin on its axis. Let yourself see what's really going on. Are you sustaining things that aren't really sustainable? Are you in conflict between what somebody else wants or even somebody else's drama and what is right for you? Are people being competitive around you? Are people getting you down? Are you giving and giving but not getting the validation that you need? Are you working your socks off, not getting the validation you need? This is a week when, however it arrives in your world, and the energy could well be around you, you're needing to bring yourself back into balance, and something happens that is actually a gift. Now, it may feel like a storm cloud arriving or a storm field arriving, but It's arriving with absolute purpose. It's arriving to show you something. This needs to happen. I mean, I would even venture to say for some of you, like, choose your battles. Choose your joys, choose your battles. Be discerning. Do what's right, but not at the expense of yourself. If something arrives in your world and you just think, oh, I wouldn't normally accept that, but I'd love to, but I have too much to do because I'm looking after everyone else, then it's time to bring that back into balance. Even if certain people feel cross that you're not, you know, when someone says jump, you don't say how high. There's something very important about you breaking away from something here. A pattern of thinking, a pattern of behavior, a pattern of doing. I'm kind of seeing you riding off into the sunset here. This is what it feels like. Looking back and saying, do you know what? I'm not doing it that way anymore. This is a really significant week for you. Reading number 2. Really significant. It's a week where the massive message is to look after your own interests in no uncertain terms. I'm wondering if we might actually draw another card just to ask for a little bit more information about this. May we ask very kindly a little bit more information about this scenario and situation. Yeah, we have the card of the Self. And look at this, we have the Ace of Air. You need to look after number 1 this week and make very clear choices around it. Yeah, don't be pushed around by anybody this week. Reading number 2. Yes, look at this. We then have, we have the 5 of, this is the equivalent to the 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Earth. But this is somebody who's a bit of a trickster, pulling the wool over your eyes, wanting your attention over and above what's right for you. If something amazing comes into your world and you really want to do it, and then someone tries to put a spanner in the works because they kind of want you to stay in service of them. This is what I'm seeing, this dilemma here going on, the conflict. May we please have further information for lovely reading number 2 about this dilemma, this conflict. Yeah, the Emperor, take charge. This is so clear. Take charge, do what's right for you. You know, it's high time that this system of expectation of you changed. And if something amazing is coming into your world, you deserve to have it. Yeah, prioritize what is right for you this week. Accept the gifts that are offered you, whatever that may be, whatever arrives in your world is coming in with intent and purpose. Yes, yeah, take action. We have the 8 of Wands here. Fabulous. Take charge and take action. You're going to get to be very decisive about something here. Very decisive about your own choices. I'm feeling, the more I'm doing your reading number 2, the more I'm feeling like empowered. It's like I'm feeling like I'm rising. I'm like, woo, you know, this is like spinning on its axis. Right, what do I want to do? What's right for me to do? Yeah, this is really interesting. Anything that comes into your world this week that sits in opposition to you doing what's right for you, the message is really clear here. The message from Spirit giving you the heads up for this week, right here and right now, is look after you, look after number 1, look after the self. Don't be maneuvered by anybody who's competitive because they want you to do what's right for them. It really does. It feels like there's a massive opportunity for you here to literally hold. It's not a holding your own. It's just being solidly centered in what's right for you. Saying, do you know, actually, I need to build my future. I can't just be constantly building yours. There's a that's what I'm seeing here. And in the build up to the full moon, this is when this is going to be illuminated. You're going to see very clearly that demands are being made upon your time that really, to be honest, they're not realistic. They're not really looking after you. So just draw one more card, and there it is. How lovely. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Now this is super nice because it's a happy ending. This, for me, the 10 of discs, the 10 of Pentacles, it is like the happy ending. It's the lottery win of home, family life. So if you are that sustainer, that giver, that person who looks after everyone else, there's a really lovely card of reassurance here that says nothing is actually going to go wrong by you looking after yourself. I think there's a tendency to feel like you're obliged to look after everybody's needs first, and this is a week when it's like, seriously, just, I mean, it could not be clearer. Reading number 2, look after number 1. Whatever lands in your world, go through with whatever is right for you. That's how it needs to be. That's how it should be. Don't be maneuvered. Don't have the wool pulled over your eyes. If something comes in and somebody has a crisis suddenly out of the blue, and you know, normally you would drop everything and run, don't drop everything and run. Stay and do the things you were planning on doing. This is a week to prioritize you. Really, really clearly. And you will come out of this stronger, more boundaried, and everything will actually work out really, really well. Well, you will need to take action, but the action is about you taking charge and being very decisive about what you need to do in a way that looks after you over and above anyone else. I feel like I'm repeating myself, and I should probably say no more. Reading number 2, but I think your reading could not be clearer for this coming week. And we know that March is going to be a bit fiery, a bit passionate. And yeah, this is a month to use that fire and that passion to be a driving force in the things, in the higher energetics of what's right for you. Do check out the moon month forecast if you haven't yet done it. I have drawn a few cards as well for every zodiac sign in that video. Wow, this is a powerful, I feel like it's a turnaround. Yeah, it's opportunity for you to literally, in saying no, yeah, you re-establish actually some significant equilibrium, because yeah, people who have thought that they can sort of twist you around their little finger are suddenly realizing they can't. But you won't lose any standing. You'll be as valued as ever and appreciated as ever. It's one of those really interesting scenarios when, you know, we can be fearful of saying no, and then actually when we do, people are far more respectful of us. It's that situation here. Well, reading number 2, what can I say? No more is to be said. This is your reading for right here and right now and in the coming week. I am sending you all the love in the world, and thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. If you want to make sure you never miss any of my readings, I post a pick a card reading on Tuesday and on Friday, and always on Sunday with these weekly guidance readings. The Tuesday and the Friday one tend to ask specific questions. You know, is this person trustworthy? How will this pan out? Should I say yes or should I say no? You know, so you might find some of those other timeless readings really helpful to you. They are a resource that's there, and I do post some shorts as well. So if you subscribe and press the little bell icon, you know, they should all come into your stream. Sending you all the love in the world, and thank you guys for those of you as well who are joining me on Patreon for the all zodiac sign readings too. Super souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world. Reading number 2, this feels very decisive, but in a very empowered way. Welcome, reading number 3. You have the rune of Rado. This is the rune of journey. You have the sand dollar, the rune of Hagelas, which is about disruption, but awakening, actually, a lovely awakening energy. And you have the card of the kiss. This is, oh, the excitement, the anticipation of something very, very magical coming into your world. The sand dollar is, it's a charm that suggests that you choose your own path, a strength, flexibility, freedom, and yet we see the kiss, anticipation of that divine union, that connection with someone, with something. What is happening for reading number 3 this week? What is your message from Spirit, and what guidance will we be given for you for the coming week? May we please request information for reading number 3. Sacred Falcon shows the way. Oh, that is a beautiful card. This feels as though you literally are being guided through something. Journey, the rune of journey, guided, shown the way, literally sort of feel like maybe being given signs, signposts. They may be disruptive. They may be some amazing stuff where a door opens and you just feel you want to go there, or it could also be something that feels a little more difficult or a little more intense. Maybe intensity, to be honest, is in the air around you, but something that might feel a little more difficult, but it's still showing you the way. Let's draw more cards for reading number 3, please. See this card here for you. Okay, making a choice. Look at these windows opening. The pathway. Okay, so there's, it looks to me as if there is more than one direction that you can go in at this point in time. Yeah, a lot of excitement, a lot of anticipation, but being shown the way. Very valuable for us to know that you are literally being given signposts, signals, directions almost. It's as if you're setting off on a quest or a route and you really don't know the route. You haven't got a map, and yet I feel as though Spirit is going to be giving you one. Literally, could be day by day. And stay on course. Okay, so you're facing some big stuff in your life right now. This card is a request that you keep going and stay on course, however challenging this may feel. Please be reassured that right now this is the appropriate way forwards. The universe supports your direction and slow and steady progress is assured. I find it very interesting that we have 2 windows here. The colours actually correlate with the 2 colours on the either side of this card, the purple and then the paler colours here. This is really interesting. I also almost feel as though there may be more than one route that you can take. But actually, I suspect all roads lead to Rome, and that you will get to the end goal regardless. It's almost as if the route may be disrupted, interrupted, but that will be fine. I think you'll just be given something along the way that will be valuable. Rue, protection. How interesting. We have the sun and we have Pluto. Pluto is about rebirth, and we have this incredible lion here. Okay, let's just put that here, I think. Let's draw some tarot cards. What else are we shown for reading number 3? We have the card of Judgment. Maybe we just draw some cards. Maybe we have cards for reading number 3. Let's have a look at these for the moment. So first off, we have the card of Judgment. Now this is really interesting. I mean, again, I feel like there will be something coming to a head, or a decision or a choice you have to make. You may even feel as though your route is disrupted. We have the rune of disruption, Hagelas. We then have the 6 of Swords. sorry, the Six of Swords, the Six of Wands, my apologies. But he is very determined. Can you see the look on this guy's face? I think that's why I zoned into the sword energy, actually. He's really, really determined to succeed. We then have the Ace of Coins. Loving this, absolutely loving it. Then we have the Six of Pentacles. Gosh, yes, I can see what's happening in your reading here. Then we have the Three of Cups. Oh, wow. And then we have the Four of Wands. I need to say, reading number 3, I think you might have a super busy week. Okay. Now, the super busy week is fascinating. So, the 2 roads, all roads lead to Rome. This feels for me as if I think some people are going to want, some people or someone is going to want something from you. They're going to want your time. I feel this is a week when you're going to be slightly torn between which road do you take. There is an element of really exciting new beginnings around here. A pathway that leads to freedom, a pathway that leads to abundance. And yet I feel this week there could be more demands on your time. Some of them will feel potentially very exciting. On the other hand, others may feel as though it is just people wanting more of you than you have to give. I do feel your time is going to be divided. It's like that kind of situation when someone says spontaneously, look, someone's dropped out, we've got a space, why don't you come and do this with us? And you're thinking, but I've got a load of work to do, but I'd love to do that too. I do feel your timing will be, or your time will be disrupted in some way. There could literally be travel on the agenda for some of you. What I do feel is it's going to actually work out. All roads lead to Rome. I mean, this is so loaded with success here. If anything, if there is a disruption and a diversion, you might actually find that the disruption and the diversion actually ultimately brings you something that will contribute to your ongoing success. However, you do need to also hold your vision, okay? But I feel as though you're not, I don't think if you have a disruption or a diversion this week, the honest truth is I don't ultimately think it will take you away from the end result that you desire. I think it's more that you'll have a choice and wonder what you should do. You know, do you try and stay on track and be really, really focused, or do you accept the invitation that's being offered to you and off you go? Or indeed, if someone says, could you come and do this for us, do you do that? Do you support them, but at the expense of your own determined pathway of progress? Everything in this reading is actually suggesting, reading number 3, that you will benefit from a diversion, a disruption. It won't actually cause a major problem, providing you keep your end goal in mind. What you want to do is actually being protected. You know, we have stay on course with the Rue, protection sitting here. You are being protected. Things are going to creatively be born on the pathway that you're on. I just think this week there will be demands on your time, and I don't feel they're all negative. I just think that you're very focused on one thing. You're really quite determined to see something through, and that's wonderful. Stay on course. But there could be a divergence, an interruption. It's almost got that, what I would call Mercury retrograde sort of energy around it, but a little more joyous and a bit more buoyant. whereby suddenly there is an interruption and your time is required, and you think, oh no, does this mean that, you know, my efforts to work on this project are never going to come to fruition? But your time, you do have to take a different road sometimes, and ironically enough, it actually is leading you to greater fulfillment. So I really feel very strongly, reading number 3, there's a real anticipation, an energy of anticipation around you. Whatever you have to seemingly sideline this week or divert to, it's not actually going to detract you from staying on course. It may slow it down, but ultimately I think the progress is going to come anyway. There's a ton of anticipation around you. It feels joyous, it feels exciting. May we ask, what is this disruption? What's going on that may cause this disruption, this divergence? I don't know if that's the right word. Oh my goodness me. Okay, that is a lot of cards coming out for you, and I have to say this one too. Maybe there is a lot of interruption energy around you. I'm going to put those to one side and look at these first. Okay, so we have heaven and earth. Okay. We have the mother. Yes, look at this pregnancy energy here, the turtle. We have, oh, look at the spider here. This is the ace of fire. So this is the ace of wands. We have the ace of coins here. We have the spider and an egg. We have desire. Okay. And the 10 of water, and we have yet another turtle. Right, I'm just going to place this down here. We'll look at these cards in a second. You are genuinely manifesting something in real terms, okay? But I want to say to you, it is going to take a little longer to bring forth than you actually would like. I think because you have, with a determination, you've kind of got a vision about something. There's something you really want to manifest here. And what this reading is saying, right here, right now, for this week, we're in the crescent moon phase for you. This reading isn't necessarily, but the crescent moon phase is suggesting we're in a space of anticipation, of excitement. And I think you're raring to go. You really, with a passion, want to bring this forwards and want to make it happen. You want to birth it into the world. But actually, I do think this week we are going to see some interruptions. So we have the sage, we have body and mind, which is the 11 of air, and then we have the 10 of water. Yeah. The interruptions, this is so like the energy of Mercury in retrograde. It's got that flavour about it. Reading number 3. Trust that this week, this is a very here and now message for you with the heads up for the week ahead. There is the energy of something very exciting in your world that is in the process of being birthed. You are being guided, you are being shown the way, literally step by step. Just because I think this week may bring some interruptions, they may already be around you. You may already be wondering, oh, how am I going to stay on course? There's so much I'm going to have to do. There's so much I'm going to have to attend to. Could even be some legal matters going on around you that you have to pick up and sort out, or some paperwork or some contracts. And you may be thinking, oh, this is all admin and I'm not getting the work done that I want to get done. Don't worry about it. Everything you're doing is of value. And you're learning things, being shown things along the way that actually are part of the guidance you need to bring this other project, this desire, this anticipated something through in the right way and in the fullest way at the right time. Everything that happens this week that feels like an interruption, it will be attending to something that will be of profound value almost to you or the end result that you're trying to achieve. The message is very, very, very clear for you, reading number 3. So don't fear that this is causing you to stop, not get to where you want to be. Don't get frustrated. I think there's a really interesting energy around, and as we are moving into March at the time of doing this reading, of course it is a timeless reading, it's relevant whenever you come to it, but the energy as I am doing it, for those of you, and thank you so much, who follow these readings every week, the energy around as we come into March, it's really quite fiery, which means if something doesn't run to plan, we might actually find ourselves getting quite frustrated, or feeling, you know, that something's not moving forwards that we want to, but there are interruptions going on around you, disruption, interruption this week. Don't worry about it. All roads lead to Rome. You're going to get to where you need to go to, and ironically enough, there'll be some of the steps that you need to take along the way will actually happen in a more balanced, productive way because of the interruptions. That's really coming through very clearly. I'm just going to draw a couple more cards for you. That's what I feel I wish to do. May we have some more information for you. For reading number 3, please, about the coming week, because it does look as if there are going to be, that's your card, interruptions, but I think they're really purposeful. Okay, yeah, look at this. We have the 8 of Cups. Yes, we are, so we are given some really good information here. We have the 8 of Cups, we have the Emperor. Okay, and then the 7 of Pentacles. Right. What's going to happen is, within the interruptions that you are may well going to experience, or that's what we're being shown here, within these interruptions, I think you're going to fine-tune the direction you're going in, whatever this is, whatever this excited anticipation is, whatever you are manifesting, and that will be unique to you. Whatever you're manifesting, you'll actually choose to, it's going to fine-tune with clarity, almost like what you don't need to put it. I don't know, it's like, I'm trying to think of a good analogy, but if you were, let's say you're writing a book, this is just an example, and you've panned out all your chapters. Actually, there's probably a couple of chapters you can drop, and you're going to start to then invest in pulling out the chapters that really take the story along much faster and in a much more productive and consolidated way. You've probably written more than you need. There'll be an opportunity to fine-tune something or to prune something. So whatever you're working on, manifesting, any area of your life, reading number 3, the interruptions this week actually will bring you some information that will be really helpful for you. You are being guided to see some aspects of certain things more clearly, and that means you can then invest more wisely. Your reading is very, very clear information for you. Beautiful, beautiful reading number 3, people. Super Souls, if this is resonating with you and you'd like to get all of my readings through as soon as I post them, I always post these particular readings for weekly guidance and looking at the week ahead on a Sunday morning, always. And I also post a pick a card reading on Tuesday and Friday with answering very specific questions like, you know, yes or no, how will this pan out, all sorts of, you know, is this person trustworthy, all kinds of questions, all kinds of stuff. Those readings are there as a resource. They are timeless readings, so do check them out. And yeah, if you subscribe and press the little bell icon, you should get all of my readings coming into your stream as soon as I post them. And I do some shorts as well, just those lovely touch-based moments when we need it. Super Souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing and for sharing. It really helps me to keep putting free stuff in the world. And thank you all of you who are following my all zodiac signs and tutorials on Patreon. Tons and tons of love. Anyone interested in Patreon, I'll put a link in the description box and in a pinned comment as well for phone users, along with anything and everything that might be of interest to you. Tons of love reading number 3. You're on a winner here. Go, go, go. Don't worry about the disruption. It's simply going to help you, or disruptions, because I think there might be more than one. It's going to help you to fine tune. Tons of love.